Hey guys, so our video for today is about translations. Translations, right? And if you remember from the video we watched to sort of introduce us to this unit with the dragons and dinosaurs and stuff, that was the transformation that animators used to create the image of a dinosaur walking, right? So translations were what animators used to show sort of a dinosaur walking. In our terms, though, a translation is like a slide, right, along the x or y axis, right? And actually, I'm going to say the x and or y axis, just because it can go both at the same time, right? In general, for x, we're going to remember that x is left or right. And if you're super on your game, you'd say that, well, x is like, for an x, left is negative and right is positive. And y, as we should know, is like up or down. And right, so y is up or down. Sorry about that, I got interrupted for a moment. But y is up and down, and for y, up is like a positive, down is like a negative. All right? So, for example, let's say I had this triangle. We have points A, B, and C. All right? And A is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 5, comma 7. C is at negative 5, comma 2. And B is at negative 2, comma 2. All right? Let's say I wanted to translate ABC 3 units right and 1 unit down. All right? Actually, you know what? Let's say 5 units right. 5 units right and 1 unit down. All right? There are a few ways to do this. For me, probably the easiest thing is to go from each point and count. So literally you can say, all right, from A it's 5 units right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 unit down. That leaves me right there. That's A prime. For C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 unit down is right there. That's C prime. And for B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 unit down, there's B prime. So my new triangle, use my straight edge here, my new triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is right here. All right? One way you can write this, again, like a function, we're going to talk about that a little bit. In this case, for this one, right, f of x, y, well, that's going to equal x. Again, right is positive. That's like plus 5 y, again, down, negative, minus 1. There's another way to write that. All right? And if you're still not convinced, you can always use our friend the patty paper for this one. All right? You would just trace the shape, and you'd have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, and 1 down. We'll see that, yes, indeed, it does match up with what we had. All right, so translations are probably the simplest one. When you do a translation, you still have a congruent shape with the same orientation, so they do stay pretty simple. We'll get some more practice with this in class. Make sure you bring any questions you might have to class, and I'll answer them then.